in pocket option. And tonight we're going to be trying to win 11 wins, increasing my trading account by 8% using flip-flop candle method. Okay, flip-flop candle method. First of all, disclaimer on this channel, this is entertainment purposes only. Do not trade with me live. Do not do that. You can learn my strategy if you join Pocket Option with my affiliate link, and it's all of that is explained in the description of this video. But this is for entertainment purposes only, and you can lose a lot of money using binary options, so just be careful. This is an educational kind of entertainment session on the flip-flop method, and I'm going to get it started here. Now, this will be 1 minute trades. I'm on 1 minute candles. I'm using basic slow moving averages here, these lines here, and I'm using the stochastic and the MACD. But what I'm really going to do is I'm going to look for a flip-flop in the candles. So I'm going to try to find a chart that just looks like it's going back and forth, and like it's unstable, like it's not setting up, like this one right here. Looks pretty good. Green, red, green, red, green, red, green, red, red, green. And then I'm going to enter in a trade for $1.10 is what I'm going to be doing. So, and I think this is going to be my first trade. $1.10, and it's green, 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 and then I'm going to go ahead and place a put there. Now, if I lose this put, I'm going to make up using a 2.25% makeup strategy, and then I'm going to go for 11 wins, and that's the game tonight. That's the game. If I do that, then I will have increased my trading balance by 8%. And really, I'm just, again, in this strategy, I'm testing the flip-flop at this certain percentage. I have these charts for you, and you really do need these, the math charts, if you're going to do the strategy, so you can actually follow right along with the strategy. It's more of like a financial strategy. It's what bid you should do, how you should make up the bids, and things like that. So we have 20 seconds, and we're going to see if we can get this in the money. This looks like it might be going out of the money, and if it does, then I'm going to change my bid to 247, and I'm going to flop again. Okay, I don't want a trend to set up. If a trend sets up, so right here, I'm going to flop again. I'm going to go down at 247. So that's my first loss. I'm going to make sure I write this down. It's key that you track your bids on paper as you're going. Again, I'll teach you all this in my classes and in my strategy if you join me with the links in the description. But it's very important that you don't bid emotionally and that you follow along with this, because if you do this, as you'll see I'm doing this, I'm going to make 11 wins, and it really doesn't matter how many losses I have here. It doesn't matter if I have a few losses here or there. I mean, I expect that I'm going to. So this is September 2nd at 7:43 p.m. This is unedited, live unedited trading. 24.34 is what I started with. So let's see if we just can't. Let's make sure we just don't lose money. So we're going to see if I win this. If I don't, we're going to go to 5.55 and 5.4. It's really close here. So I'm going to say I am losing this one. I'm going to go ahead and put this again. Now this is my third bid at 5.55. This is sort of setting up in this is sort of setting up a little trend. You got the blue going up, the yellow going up, you got all this. I'm gonna look around for some different charts. I really jumped into this super quick. This one's nice. This one's confused. This one doesn't know what's happening. If you look back on this one, it's got some good raises there. This one's mostly going down and then popping back up again. This one's going up. But there's actually some good trends going on here. This one's actually pretty good. This Walt Disney. I'm going to drag Walt Disney over here. I've got Apple, or Alcoa is what I'm on now. And look at that. So it does look like it's going to flop it down. So I had 2 losses there. And then it looks like this one will be a win. So that's my first win. I'd like to do 11, but I don't know how long I want to sit here. So now I'm going to go, I'm just going to keep it at this same ratio tonight. I'm not going to keep changing. So $1.10, and this should be an up bid. So I'm going to go ahead and make this an up bid here. We'll see what happens. I should have got in right away, but you know, when I'm trying to talk and do everything. So it's a shorter bid, so 37 seconds. So in the flip-flop candle method, it's basically at the very, very top of the green candle, you're gonna put it. Okay, and at the bottom of a red candle or in a very low dip, you're going to call it. And the indicators do matter, but you're not really trying to figure out the indicators. You're actually just going to win this by odds, basically. You're going to win these trades by odds of them not being like 5 or 6 green ones in a row. You're going to see, if you look back here, you got like red, green, red, green, red, green, red, green, red. This is, there was a win. So that's actually my second win. And so we're going to wait for the top of the candle. We're going to wait for the top of this green candle. I think it's going to go up here, and it's going to consolidate. In other words, it's going to bounce up. And then I think I'm going to guess that it's going to go back down. So when it gets kind of high up here, I could take this as a high position if I wanted to. In general, the rule is wait till it gets down to 20 seconds or 10 seconds. And you can see why, because the candle's still wanting to push. But the indicators are confused. So this indicator's going up, this indicator's going up, and the stochastic is kind of flat. It's kind of crossed over. It doesn't really know what it wants to do. I did lose quite a bit. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this here, right at the top of that green candle, and hope that it bounces. You see how the blue moving average is kind of getting ready to cross my long white moving average? This in my strategy, or the way I read these, this would indicate an up movement. So, but that kind of gets you in trouble when you have this indicator's going up, but this indicator's kind of like flat. So you have a couple indicators showing up and a couple indicators showing flat. So they're kind of they're not in sync. And so when they're not all in sync, then that's why I think in the beginning of my trading, I would follow the indicators and make trades, and then they would just flip on me because they're not all together. And so I still think the flip-flop method is almost the better method, because sometimes you have to ignore the trend. So this will be a win. So this will be a third win. That's 3 wins in a row. If this wins, we got 10 seconds. And let's see. Oh man, maybe it'll be a loss. Who knows? It does want to flirt around with that. All right, that's crazy. There we go. That's. I think it's a win. Yes, sir. It's a win. Okay, so that was a third win. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna wait, because I wasn't sure. You don't have to enter every single candle. Like you can. Like I think this is gonna go up, but I really don't know. My indicators might say it is, so I'm gonna wait. No, I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna go on a short bid up. So I'm gonna push this one up. I got a 28-second bid now on up, and I kind of did that because this indicator's going up. It's crossing the white. The yellow's pointing up. It's kind of going that way. There's a little danger because this looks like it might crick down, but then this is a very short bid. Stochastic's going up. MACD's going up, and I just took my chance on that. I could have nabbed this candle when it was way down here, when it was more closer to down here. But that was a quick bid, and that was the win. So this is the 4th win in a row. And now I'm going to wait. I'm going to pause. And I'm just going to wait and see what happens. I kind of do think this is kind of in an uptrend now. And because this, let's look at Walt Disney, because it was kind of going flip-floppy. Walt Disney's perfect. Look at that. Big green, big red, big red, big green, big red, green, red. So let's go ahead and switch to this chart. I think Alcoa is probably going to start heading on an uptrend. I won't know until these all cross, but so for the sake of our flip-flop method, this looks a lot cleaner because you've got green, red, green, green, red, red, green, red, and they're kind of big. So let's make this is going to be a put. If this is a green candle, if it can get kind of high, we're going to put it. If it goes kind of low here, we're going to call it. Right now it's kind of confused. Okay, we're going to call it right here. We'll see. That's going to be a whole 1 minute bid. We'll see what happens. The good thing about this method is, in terms of indicators, everybody that I work with indicators, look at these indicators are all going down. The MACD is going to cross over. The stochastic's crossing over. So this tells me in my gut, like, oh, you could lose this as a call. But then again, the blue and yellow are pointing up. So they're not in sync with each other. The indicators aren't syncing up. This is going upwards. My slow and medium and slow and long moving average are kind of going upward. Or my medium and slow are going. My short, I have like a really short and a slow and a fast. I'm sorry, slow and a fast. This is a slow and a fast. They're kind of going up. These are going down. And that was a perfect bid. And it was just right along with the flip-flop. Okay, when I win this, when it goes up here, I'm going to flip it down. I'm going to flop it down. 5 seconds left. So we have a win on that one. And then I'm going to flop it back down. This is a perfect chart to do this because you've got these big, giant flipping candles. So you've got this big green one, big red one, big red one, big green one, red one, green one, red one. And it's kind of going all over the place. If you were bidding on this chart using indicators, it'd be extremely hard because you see how the indicators are not synced up. And this is problematic for my bid because it's going crazy. It's going crazy up. And that's okay. If this does appear to be losing, I'm going to go to my second bid, my second trade. It's really called a trade. It's not really called a bid. I'm going to have to refresh this now. There you go. I have to refresh sometimes because my screen gets... Now this is way up there. I'm going to go ahead and call this one down at 247. I'm going to call this back down here. Boom. Let's see. Did I get it? Did it go in? Oh, man. It was still loading. 247. Okay. So I'm going to call that down. And it looks like this could be just creating a big go up. But it probably won't go up much further. So I'm on my second bid right now. I'll mark that loss down. So when you look at my sheet, I'm marking wins and losses in a tally. And so I kind of keep track of that as I'm going, and it gives me an idea. You have to mark it down and follow the trades. So I'm on my second trade, which is $2.47. And it's possible that this will win. I mean, if it does what it's been doing, it's flopping all over the place, it will win. Yeah, maybe this is going to be a win. Part of this video is me just demo testing this flip-flop method. And I don't want to call it kamikaze flip-flop, but you cannot overthink this. So this is going to lose, actually. Now I'm going to go to the third bid, so I'm going to put in 555 here. I'm going to look at my indicators and think about this. And I'm going to look at it and think, where is it going? What is it going to do? Let's just wait. It's okay to wait. If it goes up high again, I'm gonna do another put. Right here, it's like I don't really know what it's gonna do. It could go up with these indicators. It could flip down. Just gonna have to wait and see. It doesn't know what it wants to do. It's not sure. But this is a third bid, so I want to kind of think about this because I'm trying to. This is 18 seconds till my candle's over. This candle's pretty indecisive. So I'm going to call it down. If it flops back up there again. And I can wait. I don't have to call it down. But I'm going to go ahead and do it now. Got kind of high. 1, 2, 3, 4 green candles in a row. This one's sort of indecision. This indicator's shooting straight up. This one's shooting up. This one's kind of confused. It's cricking down, which tells me it's going to go back down. If I look past back here, this resistance or this support, this resistance level is up here. So will it get up this high? Not really sure. It's sort of in indecision. So that's 2 losses in a row, and I'm on my third trade here. My gut feeling right here is to switch charts because I'm just not really sure if this is going to head straight up, and I don't want to wait around too much. This one's doing the same kind of thing. Let's go find one that's looking crazy. See, that one's going straight up again, but I think it's gonna turn around. So 1249 is what I'm going to put, and I'm going to try to wait. I'm going to put 1249 in there. That was my third loss. A nice big uptrend. Do I think it's going to continue? Kind of. So I'm going to snipe this one when it gets real low. It's going to get down here like this. I'm just going to do it now. It turned red for a second. We only have 3 seconds left, so it's a 30-second bid. This is the hardest part of reading the charts for me, is when we're getting to when we're in a big like uptrend like this, you want to think that it's going to turn around, or you want to think it's going to keep going up. Like I think it's going to keep going up, but then usually when if I were to switch over and say it's going to go down, it would go up. It just jukes me when it gets in this scenario. It kind of jukes me, and this is actually luckily a win right there. So that was a win, and we'll call that win number 6. So there were 3 losses and then a win. So I'm back in. I'm at 6 wins. That's good. So let's see what would happen. That was a snipe. That wasn't a flip flop. That was kind of a snipe, and I might do that again. Let's put our trade amount back down to $1.10. I just think it's going to turn around here pretty soon. Oh, I should have sniped there. Oh, that was a bad idea. Yeah, but that's okay. I got a 1 minute 30-second trade. I should have waited till it got right down there. But this one's tough because it's already hit resistance and it's bounced off resistance a little bit. So this would have been a better put at this point, I think. But it's a very long candle. So if this candle goes red and then it shoots back up, then we might win this. But it looks like this is a pretty strong resistance. So if it gets back up to this top level here again, then I'm going to put it, because I think this level is about it. And I think this blue line is sort of starting to twist over. It's going to start to twist back over there. So this might be a win. It's possible that I win this consolidation bump. It might consolidate at resistance. If you look at this, this is where it was. This is where resistance was last time. We can kind of set it over like that. See, that's where it was. Resistance is still there. 18 seconds and it's going down. So what we need to do is change our bid to 247, because we're going to lose this one. And zoom in here, and when it gets ready to, if it goes back up, there's 2 things it can do. Bounce down, which I think it will. If it can turn green a second, I'll knock it down. I'll put it, because it could consolidate. So I think I'm going to wait. I'm going to go ahead in because I think it is going down now. Now I'm off the flip flop, kind of off the flip flop, and I'm going to. I'm looking at the indicators as they're kind of turning. There is a danger in this that it will just consolidate up here. So that could have been a call, but let's see what happens. It looks like it will consolidate. So I'm going to change this bid to 555. So I'm going to assume I'm going to lose this one, and it's going to go right up here, and I'm going to snipe this candle right here at the top. There you go. Okay. So that's like a perfect bid right there, because it's probably not going above that line. This is sort of pointing down. I mean, it could trick me. So I did lose that one, and but I got me a really good position on that 1 minute trade. I do think that we're in a consolidation here. So the consolidation line is right. The top line is there that you can see, and then the trend line, the consolidation bottom line is down here. So if it comes down to this line in this candle, I'm going to call it. Okay, and I'm going to assume that I'm going to win that one. So I'm going to put 110 back in my bid. I'm going to be at a 110 bid. Hopefully this wins. So let's see. We got 20 seconds. We're still kind of early. When we get about 10 seconds away, I'll assume my win. Let it go down. It looks like it's pushing down. It's going to consolidate here. I'm going to go ahead and call it back up here and call it. And I'm going to call that a victory on the top bid. That's the 7th win. And then I'm banking on it consolidating. So maybe it will consolidate. There's a chance it won't consolidate and it will just go down. And if that happens, then you'll know. But right now we're in a very almost a really obvious consolidation where we got red, green, and we know that we're at a resistance level right here. And this is sort of the consolidation level of that top. It's going to bounce from resistance down there, maybe down to this green line. So if it goes back up there again, when it gets down to about 10 seconds, I'm going to go ahead and put it again right here. And wait till it gets up there. We still have a little bit of time. I don't want to get. It's too much in the middle of the candle right now. So I can wait. I don't have to make a trade right here. I can wait. I can get a shorter trade if it goes up. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. Yeah, it got high enough. So I do think it's going to be red next. So and I won that one. So that's an 8th win. Oh, see, that wasn't a great bid trade, because if I would have waited for my 14 seconds for my next level of, if I would have waited 10 seconds, I still could have got a short snipe bid in, and I could have got up near this line. I think I'm going to do that, even though I haven't lost that yet. This is sort of against the rules, but if it goes up to that line again, I'm gonna go ahead and, well, I might as well wait for the whole candle now. It's 18 seconds till the candle switches over. Let's see how high I can get it. Yeah, see, it wants to go up there. I'm going to get it there. It wants to go up there, but it's pushing down. So this is my bid 2, my second bid. And does it look like this whole thing's going to start to rise? It's broken resistance now, so it's broken this level of resistance back here. The next level of resistance is right back here, way up here actually. So will it go up? Probably. It does look like it's pushing up, so this will be my 3rd bid. It'd be 555. And I'm going to wait and see what happens. Watching the candle in terms of its velocity, like what's it doing? It wants to go up, but it also wants to get pushed down. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait this out. The 6 seconds is going to be a loss. So I'm going to wait. I'm going to do a candle, maybe try to snipe it, see what happens. Okay, is it going to go down? Okay, it's going down now. In 20 seconds, I'll see what happens. Actually, I think it's gonna go up. I should have sniped it there. I have 18 seconds before the timer's over. Let's see if it can come down again. Let's get it right. Let's get it right there. It wants to push up. It may be setting up a small consolidation right here. This was its last support. This is its next resistance. Oh, this was resistance becoming support. And this is another part of resistance. So really, I think it's very unsure here, and so am I. But I'm only on bid 3 here, so if this wins, this will be nice. And then I'm going to, okay, so this looks like it's going to win. I'm going to go back to $1.10, and then I'm going to put it right here, because it got up to that support. That's in my 9th win. I've been rolling this video on for 23 minutes. That's pretty good. I think, knowing that this is a level of resistance and then it got right up to it, we'll see what happens. I think it's going to bounce. Got 30 seconds to find out. So far in this trading session, I've lost 2. I had a 2 loss. I had 3 losses. I had 2 losses, but the rest but they're all wins now because I've made them up. I've used my 2.25 makeup, and so every one of these is a win. I know this isn't like the most super educational video, but maybe you're just, okay, so this is 1.1. So I'm going to have to go to 2.47 because that'll be a loss, and I'm going to decide what I want to do. I think it's going to go up, so I'm going to wait. It just broke through resistance, and this is pretty tight. This is going up, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and call it up now. Because it's red, I've got 53 seconds. I think it's going to keep going. I don't think it's going to bounce down. And it's possible it will. If it does go into resistance, then I will have been wrong. But I think according to these indicators and what it's been doing, I think that this might be a red candle here. See, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green. There's like a red. Then you got this like 5 or 6 green, a couple red, a red, all green. So if I lose this bid, I'm going to be on my third bid. I'm going to change this to 555. And then when this candle gets ready to end, I'm going to call it. In about 10, yeah, I'm going to call it when it gets down here. Let's see if I'll just call it now. So that's my third bid. Yeah, okay. This again might be like a little consolidation setup here. Chances are, you know, if MACD crosses and if the stochastic crosses, it may end up going to a down roll. It may roll down. Goes up, it goes down, it goes up. Good look back here. It's a pretty tight resistance here. Went down, it tried to get back up. It broke through that one. Yeah, not really sure. We still only have 30 seconds. We'll find out what it's going to do. We're on a third bid, so still in way in the safe. And now we've got indicators that are really turning on us. And this is where I would pause for a minute. I'm going to go to a fourth bid. And I'm going to pause for a minute because I don't know if this is going back up. The MACD is about to cross. Stochastic is crossing. I think this is going to go down, but if it goes up a little bit for one more candle, that's fine. I may snipe this down here. The blue's crossing. It's starting to get crazy. It's starting to move down. If it can just pop back up a little bit here. I have 13 seconds to do a nice snipe here. 9 seconds. 5 seconds. I'm going to do a short bid right here. 1249. So that's... We'll see if there's enough power down, but we got the MACD crossing specifically. We've got stochastic kind of pointing down, and we've got this turning. So this is short bid. If this doesn't go down right now, then I'm going to change my bid to 28, and I'm gonna call another one down. I think it's gonna go down. Didn't go down quite enough, did it? I'm gonna go ahead and let it breathe a minute. I don't know if I can get a high position. Like right now we're in like indecision. Just pop up there a little bit. 8 seconds. I'm gonna give this a few more seconds because it's still just indecisive. That would have been a good time to get in. I'm gonna wait till it goes back up. 50 seconds, 20 seconds, 20, 19, 18. Let's go ahead and let's bank on indicators. Oh, if it can just get up there a little bit. Come on. Come back up there. Is it going to be another red candle? It's unlikely maybe, but let's see. 540. Yeah, there we go. So it got kind of high. Let's see if it'll go down now. So I kind of waited till it pushed up. It could be, if this is a green candle, then we'll lose that. The stochastic kind of cricked here, and it's just going to go straight up. Wow. Then we're going to go into a sixth bid. 1, 2, 3. Maybe. We'll see what happens. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a fifth bid. So we're on a fifth bid. $28. Was that 28? Yeah, and then so this will be a 63. Let's see if we can call this down if it gets up high. So I'm going to flip-flop this candle. This candle's way flip-floppy. Let's just flip-flop it now. It's kind of early, but there he goes. Flip-flops down. We're going to have loss, so that's a fifth loss. 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth loss. We're up here at resistance again. And we're on a fifth. We have a fifth loss, so we're on a sixth bid. This is getting down there. This is getting down there. I can't say that I technically used flip-flop the entire time. But we just had 1, 2, 3, 4 red candles show up. And I was obviously probably calling those. I called and I went down. I did a couple snipes that didn't work. So 30 seconds. This looks like a promising bid. It's a 6th bid. Not too bad. I mean, I've got 9. I got 9 to go. I can go 9. I tell you what, if this doesn't win, I'm going to be confused on what's going on here. I'll have to take a break from this chart if I lose this bid. It's very, very wacky. That's a win, but like, did you see how close that win was? This is my 10th win of the night. So I started out with 24.34. Now I'm at 24.45. So we're still in the money. We're still making money, even though I lost all those in a row. I'm going to go to this one now, and I'm going to wait for 10 seconds. I'm going to go to one. I only need to be a $1 bid, and I'm going to snipe this one down, okay? Because this indicator crossed, these crossed down, these crossed down, and we're just going to get on Alcoa and see what happens. I really kind of don't like Walt Disney. I feel like it's just not, I'm not doing well here, so I'm going to jump off of it. Go over to Alcoa, try what's up here. Alcoa's doing okay. It's at 2 reds, a green, a red, green, red, green, red, red, green, green. I mean, it's due for a red candle pretty soon, but that was a long call. So I'm going to go into my next bid, 247, and I'm going to snipe it down. Here we go. There we go. So 1 minute. We'll see if this goes down. 2 greens, 2 reds, red, green, red, red. You know, this is just basically banking on alternating candles. I need one more win. So let's make this an easy last win. So this will be 11 wins. We'll have increased my actual trading account by 8%. Now my trading on balance, my account size was 24.36, but I'm trading with my percentage based on this fraction of my account. It's kind of confusing, but this is the way you can get deep losses. You can actually account for deep losses. So this is just kind of moving kind of weird, you know. It's fine. What's it going to do? If we get this win, this will be perfect. I can be done for tonight. If I don't, then I'm going to have to go back up, go to a 3rd bid. It's very, very tight. It looks like that's not going to be a win, so I'm going to go back up to 555. And I'm just going to snipe this up. So if it goes back down, if it goes up like this, wow. Yeah, I'm going to wait. Now I'm going to wait. This is way high, and that would have been a perfect entry point. I'm going to wait. Now I have a little bit of time. And I'm going to wait. I have 20 seconds. It's going to go a little higher. It might push a little higher. I'm going to wait, and I'm going to call it down. There it goes. Now, in my indicators, maybe I would have called that in my indicators. But because the candle size, I don't think that candle is going to hold on to that height. I mean, it's got these little teeny candles. It was right up about at this last resistance. And that was the right call. Now, if I'm just looking at indicators, I would have thought, oh, it's going up. Maybe because this was going up. But this is a perfect scenario. These indicators are off sync. These are crossing. This is going down. This cross is going that way. So they're not really all going the same direction at this moment. And this will be in 30 seconds. This holds on for 30 seconds. We'll have our next one. We'll have our 11th win. Now, at one point, I got down to a 6th bid. And that's pretty good, because I can go to 9. What's going to happen? We're going to have to go back. We're going to have to keep going. That wasn't a win yet. Let's see here. Is it a win? We're not sure. It might drop down. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm going to take this for another down, another flip-flopper. Let's see. So this is a loss and a loss. we're on our third bid then, right? That's a loss, a loss, a loss. Yeah, we're on our fourth bid. This might just be, in the sense of this, it might be turning into a little uptick. This is interesting. We've got a pretty strong uptick here. So what I'm going to do is if this loses, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to snipe up on it if it comes back down. 28 point, oh no, see, I'm going to go back. Mixed up 28.09. Yeah, if this is true, we just lost that one again. So we're on a fifth bid. You think it should go up? I mean, yeah, from here, I'm going to push it up because, yeah, it's coming down, but I think it's just teasing. So I could put a short bid because I do think this is a pretty strong uptick, pretty strong uptick, pretty strong uptick. And it just bounced down for a second. You got this green, 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 huge green. It goes a little resistance on the red there. So huge green, 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 huge green, a little bit of resistance. It popped down there and just enough to give us a good position. We have 10 seconds now. I mean, it really doesn't look good on this bid either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're on a sixth bid again. 63.21. See, this is just to get 63.21, just to get one win. So it's probably like a little bit of a consolidation here. I'm not really sure. Like I said, these indicators, this one's going down. I think I'll just wait until I see what's going to happen. Yeah, I'm going to wait again. This is sort of just like a weird little indecision candle. And I'm on a sixth bid, so this one's tricky. You know what though? If it pops back up there again, I see the stochastic is going down, that's going down. 6, 5, 4. I'm gonna wait. There we go. We'll get that there. That was a decent position, so we've got stochastic going down. We've got MACD crossing. And although these are still going up, this is a sixth bid. So we're at the sixth bid again. Let's see what happens. I just need my last win, my 11th win. Huh. Now this chart is totally juking me, but let's just keep going. Let's let it juke me. Let's see, 63, 143, 143, 23 is going to be the next bid if I lose this one. And I'm going to take it right at the end of this candle. I'm going to go ahead and flip flop this candle. For my last several bids, I'm just going to stick with the flip flop. 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 2. Get it right there, and we'll see. I completely followed the flip-flop method here. I just waited till the top of the green candle. It was a pretty big green candle. And now I'm just going to wait, and I'm going to see if I have to go to a seventh bid. Well, no, this is a seventh bid. Let's see if I have to go to an eighth bid. Eighth bid would be 320. I mean, it kind of looks like it's on an uptrend too. If you look back, it's going up, and then it's going down, then it's going up. It goes down a little bit, it goes up. I'm going to just make this an up call. I'm going to call this one up again. It goes down here like this. I'm going to make this an up call because I think it kind of broke my candle flopping method, but we've got basically we've got a full up trend here. This is a 7th bid that we lost, and now we're on an 8th bid. All still within the strategy. I'm on my 11th win, and I just need this candle to go up. Likely it will because of this long uptrend, this long pushing uptrend, this pushing uptrend, MACD crossing up. It looked a little strange, but I do think it's going to win. And even if it doesn't, I'm going to do my 9th bid. I'm going to make my 9th bid an up as well, but I'm not going to have to. So it looks like this is going to win. All right, so that was all right, so that's one. That was my 11th bid, my 11th win. And the account went to 24.45. So from 24.34 to 24.45, so $11 plus $11, which was what I wanted, my 8% gain. 8% of the trading on balance. So this is a little different strategy, but what it gives me is 9 trades deep. I can go 9 trades, and I don't have to worry about it too much because I'm just pushing and looking. But see, this is interesting because I would have made another call there, and that would have been bad because this is going down. But maybe it's going down, maybe it's going up. I could do another call right here. I'm going to reset this bid down to 110. If you'd like my strategy, just click down in the link in the description. You can do it yourself. It is an unemotional strategy. You have to keep going. For the most part, you have to use the right percentages and know how many deep losses you can take, how many losses you can take. Now you notice in all of that, in all of my bidding here, I did have, to get my 11th win, I went 8 bids deep. I went all the way down to my 8th bid. Okay, so that was pretty deep. I mean, that was pretty crazy. I think sometimes I kind of break my method. If you look back here, if I would have just kept sniping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I would have been able to win that one. Then I would have won that one. And you can go back and you can look and see. There's never really a time when there's 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's never a time when there's 7 or 8 of the same candles. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, yeah, I probably would have done better had I just stuck with flip flop the whole time. Even if I would have bid up here, I would have lost 1, lost 2, lost 3, lost 4, lost 5, and then I would have won this one. And then I would have bid down, I would have won that one. I would have bid up, I would have won that one. Would have bid down, I would have won that one. And then I would have bid up, I would have lost those 3, and then I would have started winning again. So I think tomorrow evening or tomorrow in my strategy, I'm going to stick to one chart, and I'm going to stick to all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's never a time 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this chart. There's never a time where I would have lost any more than 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That one's 6. 1, 2, 3. I would have won that one. So if you go back, this one's a really big down sweep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then on this candle down here, I would have called it and I would have won if I would have called it when it got down here. I guess that's one thing. You don't know when you're going to call it, but even if I would have called it here, it ended it way up here. So it definitely ended. Yeah, I mean, if I would have stuck straight to my strategy, you would have called it at the end of that candle. So if the next candle is even a different color at all, then you would win. That's just how that goes. So any of these, this one would have been a long losing streak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You would have lost 7 right there, and I would have been getting nervous right here because you're already at 7. So you would have put that one. That would have been your first loss, second loss, third loss, fourth loss, fifth loss, sixth loss, 7th loss, and then you would have won your 8th bid. But I think you have to be able to kind of see those patterns. But this one, even though you win pretty well, You can see in this pattern, these are very spread out. So real big wide spread right here. And so you could probably just quit bidding here and wait till it got to this cross point. When it starts crossing like this, then you can be safer. All of these would be safe. When they start spreading out, the problem is once they stop spreading out, you've already lost some. And then once they start to get back together right here, you could come back in. You kind of, in this strategy, you're looking for them to be riding closer together or moving towards each other, but not moving in big open spread out motions. Anytime you have a big up push here, you have these spreading apart. It's interesting. Anyway, join me on my private strategy if you'd like to know more specifically and get the charts. I'll explain them as I'm building them, but you can just follow me on the YouTube channel. Use my link to sign up for Pocket Option account, and you'll get a 50% bonus when you put in your first deposit, and then you'll get my free strategy. All right.